this lecture of the beta and gamma function. Today I am going to solve the question based on the Dirichlet theorem and Leibniz theorem. So let us start with the question. Find the mass and volume of the positive octant of the ellipsoid x square upon a square plus y square upon b square plus z square upon c square equal to 1, for which your density is equal to kxy z. So find the mass and volume of the positive octant of the surface for which the density is k times xyz. So solution: let x is greater than equal to 0, y is greater than equal to 0 and z is greater than equal to 0. For the positive octant we have these condition. Now let us assume x square upon a square equal to u, y square upon b square equal to v and z square upon c square equal to w. Then your condition will be u plus b plus w equal to 1. Now as your x is positive, so your u, v and w are positive. So your u, v, w are positive and u plus v plus w equal to 1. Now our x will be a into u power half, y will be b into v power half and z will be c into w power half. So your dx will be a by 2 u power half minus 1 into du. Your dy will be b by 2 v power half minus 1 into dv and your dz will be c by 2 w power half minus 1 into dw. So these are the values of dx, dy and dz. So therefore your volume of the solid is equal to this triple integral. Now we have the value of dx, dy and dz. So here we will have a, b, c upon 8. Now in the bracket your dx is equal to u power half minus 1 du. So we will have u power half minus 1, b power half minus 1 and w power half minus 1 into du, dv, dw. So this is equal to abc upon 8 into gamma L into gamma M. Now I am using the Dirichlet theorem. So the Dirichlet integral is gamma L into gamma M into gamma N upon gamma L plus M plus N plus 1. So this will be your gamma 3 by 2 plus 1. So this is equal to ABC upon 8. Now your gamma half is root pi. So this will be your pi into root pi. And here we have gamma 3 by 2 plus 1. So this will be 3 by 2 into half into gamma half. So this root pi will get cancelled. So this is equal to, now this will be a 4. So 4 to the 8. So this is equal to pi ABC upon 6. So the volume of the solid is equal to pi ABC upon 6. Now let us find out the mass of the solid. So mass equal to mass of the solid will be rho times dx into dy into dz. That means volume into density. So this is equal to triple integral. Now your volume, your density is kxyz and your dx is, then we have dx dy dz. So this is equal to, now put the value of x, y, z and dx dy dz. So here we will have a square k times a square b square c square upon 8. Now in the bracket we will have x. Your x was u power a into u power half. I have already taken this a outside. Now in the bracket we will have u power 1 minus 1, v power 1 minus 1 W power 1 minus 1. Then du, dv, dw. Now again use your Dirichlet's theorem. So this will be your gamma L, gamma M, gamma N upon gamma L plus M plus N plus 1. So this will be gamma 4. And gamma 4 is factorial 3. So this is equal to K A square B square C square upon 48. So this is your mass of the positive octane of the solid. Now let us solve few more questions based on this Dirichlet theorem. So our next question is, our next question is, the plane x upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c equal to 1 made to the coordinate axis at say A, B, means the coordinate axis at A, B and C. So our question is that find the volume of the tetrahedron, find the mass and volume of the tetrahedron OABC, where your density is again kxyz upon your kxyz, where your density is equal to kxyz. So solution, your tetrahedron meets the coordinate axis at ABC. So for this tetrahedron, or say this is your x-axis and say this is your y-axis and say this is your z-axis. So for here we have our x positive, y positive, z positive, such that your x plus y plus z, such that, so we have this condition, and say this is your point A, this is your B, this is your C, and this is your origin. So here we have to find out the mass and volume of this tetrahedron OABC. So let us assume U equal to x upon A, V equal to y upon V, and W equal to z upon C. So from here we will have x equal to AU, y equal to dV, and z equal to CW. So in this case your dx will be A into du, dy will be V into dV, and dz equal to C into dW. And as our x, y, z all are positive, so your u is again positive, and we have u positive, v positive, w positive, such that your, now this sum will become u plus v plus w equal to 1. So we have the condition u positive, v positive, w positive, such that u plus v plus w equal to 1. So we can use the Dirichlet integral for these variable u, v and w. So therefore your mass, your volume of the solid, volume of tetrahedron OABC will be equal to this triple integral. Now just put the values of dx, dy, dz. So this will be your ABC. Then we will have du, dv, dw. Now this can be written as u power 1 minus 1, v power 1 minus 1, w power 1 minus 1, d, dv, dw. Now this is equal to ABC, gamma L, gamma M, gamma N divided by gamma L plus M plus N plus 1. So we have gamma 4. And your gamma 4 is factorial 3. So we have ABC upon 6. So the mass of the solid, the volume of the solid in this case is equal to ABC upon 6. And now let us calculate the mass of the solid, and the mass of the solid will be the triple integral. The mass of the solid will be the triple integral rho dx dy dz. So put the values of dx, dy and dz. So our x is AU. So this will be your A square B square C square into K divided by. So this is the value of your constant. From x we will have AU, from y we will have AU, B, and from z we will have CW. Now in the integral, the value of x will give you u, and so this power can be written as 2 minus 1, b power 2 minus 1, w power 2 minus 1 into du, dw. Here, just substitute the value of x, y, z and dx, dy, dz. So this is equal to gamma L, gamma M, gamma N upon gamma L plus M plus N plus 1. So that will be a gamma 6 plus 1, that is gamma 7. And your gamma 7 will be equal to factorial 6. And this is your gamma 2, which will be your factorial 1. So we have 1 in the numerator, and in the denominator we will have this thing upon. Now the factorial 7 will be, gamma 7 will be your factorial 6, and it is equal to 720. This will be your 6 into 5, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. So we have 720. So this is the mass of the tetrahedron OABC. Now the next question. So in the next question, just so that the value of this triple integral, this triple integral is equal to 3/4 minus log 2, where the integral being extended where the integral being taken throughout the surface for which we have these conditions. So the integral being taken over the surface for which we have x, y, z positive and x plus y plus z equal to 1. Now this is based on your Lewis theorem, because we have a function of x plus y plus z. So our solution will be, here clearly you can see that your x plus y plus z will be between 0 to 1, because your all x, y, z are equal to 0 and greater than 0. So the values of the sum x plus y plus z varies between 0 to 1. So the triple integral, now the triple integral dx, so dx dy dz upon x plus y plus z plus 1 whole square can be written as, now we can write it as x power 1 minus 1, y power 1 minus 1, z power 1 minus 1 into the sum function of x plus y plus z into dx dy dz. Now according to Lewis theorem, which is your extension of the Dirichlet integral, this is equal to gamma L, gamma M, gamma N upon gamma L plus M plus N. So we have gamma 3. Then the limits of x plus y plus z are from 0 to 1. So we have this integral 0 to 1. Then your f of u, that means we will replace our x plus y plus z by u. So we have u plus 1 whole square, then u power L plus M plus N minus 1. So this will be your 3 minus 1 into du. So we have to just solve this definite integral. So this is equal to, now this will be of factorial 2, so we have 1 by 2, and then the integral 0 to 1. Now this is your u square upon u plus 1 whole square du. So just put u plus 1 equal to 3. So in this case your du will be dt, but the limits will be, now if you put u equal to 0, then we will have t equal to 1. If you put your u equal to 0, then we have t equal to 1. If you put u equal to 1, then we have t equal to 2. Now in the numerator we will have t minus 1 whole square divided by t square and into dt. So this is equal to 1 by 2 integral 1 to 2. Then this will be your a square. So we have 1. A square means t square divided by t square. So this is 1 plus 2ab. So we will have minus 2ab. So we will have minus 2 upon t plus 1 upon t square. So this is your this integral. Now let us integrate this one. So after integration we will get 1 by 2, then the integration of 1 as t, the integration of 1 is t. Now integration of 1 upon t will be log t, then integration of 1 upon t square will be minus 1 upon t, and then we will have the limits from 1 to 2. Now this is equal to 1 by 2. For the upper limit we have 2 minus 2 log 2 minus 1 by 2, and for the lower limit your t is 1, so we have minus 1. This log 1 is 0, so again we will have plus 1. So this minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled, so this is equal to 2 to the 4 minus 1. So we have 3 by 2 minus 2 log 2. So this is equal to 3 by 4 minus log 2. And this is what we have to prove. Now the next question. In the next question, evaluate this triple integral evaluate the triple integral where the integral being taken throughout the surface for which we have these conditions. Where the integral being taken throughout the surface for which we have these conditions. So again your x plus y plus z will vary from 0 to 1, and the integral, so this integral is equal to, now let us apply the Lagrange integral. So the integral log x plus y plus z into dx dy dz is equal to triple integral. Then we will have log x plus y plus z. This is your function of x plus y plus z. Then we will have x power 1 minus 1, y power 1 minus 1, z power 1 minus 1 into dx dy dz. Now this is equal to gamma n into gamma m into gamma n. So we have gamma 3. So gamma 1 into gamma 1 into gamma 1. And in the denominator we will have gamma n plus m plus n. So we have gamma 3. Then the limits of x plus y plus z are from 0 to 1. So we have 0 to 1. Then you have log u into u power n plus m plus n minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is u square into du. Now let us integrate this integral using the by part integration. So this is equal to 1 by 2. Now your integration will be, so we will have log u. Now this will be equal to, now we will differentiate this log u. So this is equal to, now integration of u square will be u cube upon 3. Then we will have log u minus, then the limits from 0 to 1. Then we will have minus sign. Differentiation of log 1 will be, differentiation of log u will be 1 upon u. and then the integration of u square will be u cube upon 3 into du. Now this first term is 0 for both upper limit and lower limit, because for the upper limit we have u equal to 1, so this log 1 is 0, and for the lower limit we will have 0 into log 0. So now 0 into log 0 can ultimately solve with the help of the D'Hospital rule, and this will give you the 0. So here we have the upper limit and lower limit both as 0, so this is your 0. This term, the lower limit can be written as your log u upon u power minus 3. Then the differentiation of log u will give you 1 by u, so we will get 1 upon u power minus 2, and then ultimately we will get the 0 with the help of the L'Hospital. So for the upper limit it is clearly 0, and for the lower limit we will use our L'Hospital because it is of the type 0 into infinity. So ultimately it will give you 0. Now here we have integral 1 by 3 u square du, and the integration of u square will be, so the integration of u square will be u cube upon 3, so we have minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3, so this will be a minus 1 by 9, so we have minus 1 by 18 as answer. So the value of this integral is equal to minus 1 by 18. Now evaluate this triple integral. Now the integral is being extended for all the positive values of x, y and z, for which the expression is real. So where the integral is being extended for all those positive values of x, y and z for which this expression is real. Now this expression will be real if the sum of x square plus y square plus z square is less than a square. Now if the sum is greater than a square, then we will have minus square root of some negative number, so we will have minus square root, and that will give you the imaginary part. So as the expression is real, so given that the expression is real, so our x square plus y square plus z square should be less than a square. So as this is less than a square, so we have x square upon a square plus y square upon a square plus z square upon a square less than 1. Now let us assume u equal to x square upon a square, v equal to y square upon a square, and w equal to z square upon a square. Then your x, y, z are positive, so our u, v, w are positive, and so we have u positive, v positive, w positive, such that now this condition will become your u plus v plus w less than 1. So such that your u plus v plus w is less than 1. So here we can say that the limits of u plus v plus w are from 0 to 1, and so we can write it here, and our u plus v plus w is less than 1 and greater than or equal to 0. So that means your limits will vary from 0 to 1. So the value of this triple integral is equal to, now again let us apply the triple integral. Now again the value of this triple integral is equal to, so this triple integral can be written as, so let us take a common, a square common from the bracket, so we have 1 by a. Now put the value of dx dy dz. So your dx will be, so from here our x will be a into u power half. Your x will be equal to a into u power half. So your dx will be a by 2 into u power half minus 1. So your dx is a by 2 into u power half minus 1 into du. Your dy will be a by 2 v power half minus 1 into dv. Your dz will be a by 2 w power half minus 1 into dw divided by, now as I have taken a square common, so in the bracket we will have 1 minus, now we will have x square upon a square plus y square upon a square plus z square upon a square, and your x square upon a square is u, y square upon a square is v, and z square upon a square is w. So in the bracket we will have u plus v plus w. So now this is equal to, now your 1a will get cancelled, so we have a square upon 8. Then in the bracket we will have u power half minus 1, v power half minus 1, w power half minus 1 divided by 1 minus u plus v plus w into du, dd, dw. Now let us apply the Dirichlet integral or Lagrange integral. So this integral is equal to gamma L, so we have gamma half into gamma m into gamma n divided by gamma L plus m plus n, so we have gamma 3 by 2, and then the values of u plus v plus w are varying from 0 to 1, so we have the integral 0 to 1. Then your f of u, that means let us take this u plus v plus w as a single variable, so I am assuming this one as t. So we have 1 minus t into t power L plus m plus n minus 1. So this will be p power 3 by 2 minus 1 into dt. So now your gamma 3 by 2 will be half gamma half. So 1 gamma half will get cancelled. So this will be your 4, and gamma half into gamma half will give you pi. So we have pi a square by 4. Now this integral can be written as t power 3 by 2 minus 1 into 1 minus t power. Now this will go in the numerator, so we will have minus half. So this minus half can be written as half minus 1. So we have pi square a by a square upon 4 into beta 3 by 2 comma 1 by 2, and this is equal to pi a square upon 4 into gamma L into gamma m upon gamma L plus m. So this will be 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, so 4 by 2. So this is gamma 2. So this is equal to pi square by 4. Now gamma 3 by 2 can be written as half gamma half. Gamma half is root pi. So we have pi square a square upon 8. So this is your solution of this problem. Next question is, evaluate the triple integral in the next question. Evaluate this triple integral where your x is positive, y is positive, z is positive, such that your x plus y plus z is less than 1. So solution, again this triple integral can be written as, we can write it as x power 1 minus 1, y power 1 minus 1, z power 1 minus 1 into dx dy dz, where my x plus y plus z will be from 0 to 1. So therefore this triple integral, hence by Liouville's theorem, this triple integral can be written as, this triple integral is equal to, now the value of this triple integral will be gamma L, gamma m, gamma n divided by gamma L plus m plus n. Then we will have the limits of x plus y plus z, which is from 0 to 1, Then here we will have e power u into u power n plus n minus 1. So this means u square. So this is equal to 1 by 2. Now let us integrate this bracket with the help of the by part integration. Now the integration of e power u into u square will be e power u into u square. Then we will have minus sign. Integration of e power u is e power u, and the differentiation of u square will be 2u. Then we will have plus sign. The differentiation of 2u will be 2, and the integration of e power u will be e power u, and then the differentiation of 2 will be 0. So we have the only 3 terms: e power u into u square. Then we will have minus sign. Differentiation of u square is 2u. Then integration of e power u is e power u. Then again we will differentiate this 2u, which is your 2, and then the integration of e power u is e power u. And in the next term, the differentiation of 2 is 0. So we have just 3 terms, and then the limit from 0 to 1. Now, if you put the upper limit, then we have 1 by 2 e. Now here we will have minus 2e. Now this will be your plus 2e. If you put u equal to 1. Now on putting u equal to 0, this term will get 0. This is again 0. So we have minus 2. So your solution will be e minus 2 upon 2. This is your answer. Evaluate this triple integral under root 1 minus x square plus y square plus z square upon 1 plus x square plus y square plus z square dx dy dz, where the integral is being extended for positive values of x, y and z, for which your x plus y square plus z square is less than 1. That means for which this expression is real. Okay, solution. Let us assume x square is as u, y square as v, z square as w. Then your x will be u power half, your y will be v power half, and w will be, your z will be w power half. So your dx is equal to 1 by 2 u power half minus 1 du. Your dy will be 1 by 2 v power half minus 1 into dv. Your dz will be 1 by 2 w power half minus 1 into dw. So here we have the value of dx, dy, dz, and as your x, y, z are positive, so we have u positive, v positive, w positive, such that now this sum will become u plus v plus w less than 1. So we have u plus v plus w less than 1 and greater than or equal to 0. So therefore this triple integral is equal to now this triple integral can be written as now the value of x square plus y square plus z square is u. So we have just put the values of dx, dy, dz. So we have this triple integral. Then let us take this x square plus y square plus z square as t. So we have 1 minus t upon 1 plus t into t power. Now the value of, we can write this term as, so here just put the values of dx, dy, dz. So this is equal to, your dx is equal to half u power half minus 1. So we have 1 by 8 outside, and here we will have u power half minus 1, v power half minus 1, w power half minus 1 into under 1 minus u plus v plus w upon 1 plus u plus v plus w into d dv dw. Now the value of this triple integral with the help of the Dirichlet, with the help of the Lagrange theorem is equal to gamma L into gamma n into gamma n upon gamma L plus n. So we have gamma 3 by 2. Then our limit will be from 0 to 1. The sum of u plus b plus w is from 0 to 1. Now let us write this u plus b plus w as t. So we have 1 minus t upon 1 plus t into t power L plus n minus 1. So this will be t power 3 by 2 minus 1 into dt. Now we will try to solve this definite integral. So for that, now this is your half gamma half. So 1 gamma half will get cancelled. So we have 5 upon 4. Now in the bracket we have 0 to 1. Let us multiply the numerator and denominator by 1 minus t. So in the numerator we will get 1 minus t whole square. So this will be 1 minus t upon 1 minus t whole square. Then we will have t power 3 by 2 minus 1 into dt. So let us send this t's power 3 by 2 minus 1 in the bracket. So this is equal to pi by 4. Then the integral 0 to 1. We have, now this will be your t power half. So we have t power half and then minus t power 3 by 2 divided by this square root of integral. Now let us put t square as u. Let t square equal to u. Then we have t equal to, or don't put u because we have already the variable u. So let us put this one as say x, say theta. So your t will be theta power half. So your dt will be half theta power half minus 1 into d theta. So your integral is equal to, therefore our integral, say if the integral is I, so the value of the integral is equal to pi by 4 and then 0. Now the limits, if your t is 0 then we will have theta 0, and if your t is 1 then we have theta equal to 1. So we have theta equal to 0 to 1, t power half. Now this t power half will be theta power 1 by 4. Then we have t power 3 by 2. So we have theta power 3 by 4 into dt. Now the value of dt is half theta power half minus 1 into d theta divided by 1 minus t square. Your t square is theta. So this is equal to pi by 4. Now let us take this term in the numerator. So we have this 2 into 4 will be your 8. So in the bracket we have 0 to 1. Now the first term is your theta power 1 by 4 plus theta power half minus 1. So this 1 by 4 plus half will give you 3 by 4. So the first term will be 3 by 4 theta power 3 by 4 minus 1. Now this 1 minus theta will go in the numerator and this will give you power minus half, and that can be written as 1 minus theta power half minus 1 into d theta. So this is your first term. Then the second term is equal to integral 0 to 1. Now this will be a 3 by 4 plus half. So this 3 by 4 plus half will be, now just multiply here 2. So this will be your 2 by 4. So we have 5 by 4 minus 1. So here we have theta 5 by 4 minus 1. Then 1 minus theta power half minus 1 into d theta. Now you can see that this is your definition of beta function, which is your x power n minus 1 into 1 minus x power m minus 1 into dx. So this is equal to pi by 8, and in the bracket we will have beta 3 by 4 comma 1 by 2 minus beta pi by 4 comma half. So this is your solution.